Okay, so this video is for Mary Claire and Rosemary Connors. I knew them when we were young together, and the Connors family was very kind to me at one point, and I feel like I owe them a lot. Also, now that I'm doing this vlogging thing, I have much deeper respect for TV journalists. Oh boy. So, go, row, row. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Okay. So, where were we? Bo. Bo is an Afghanistan war veteran who has just returned to find out that his mom is relapsing. She's a meth addict, and she's let the house fall into disrepair. Bo has a sister who's 13. Her name is Rowena. Row. So, here goes. At first, I wasn't so upset by the disrepair. I felt it a welcome distraction to throw the full force of the man I once was into rewiring the upstairs and draining the basement. And for a couple of weeks, I kept the rage down by keeping myself busy. But as I hammered and spackled my way back through my childhood home, and as I kept encountering more and more signs of my mom's manifest neglect and meth addict scavenging, like the fact that she had ripped off the copper gutters and let the rain cess in the eaves outside Rose's attic bedroom, and as I kept finding things missing, my guitar amp, gone. My engraved double tap terrorist, Zippo, gone. My old Timberlands, gone. My LPs, gone. Even my duck collar and the first skinning knife my dad ever gave me. Sacred because he wouldn't let me use it until I bagged my first buck. Took me like 5 years because I had bad nearsighted aim until I was fully grown. Gone. I felt more and more guilt for leaving Roe, and more anger at Mom. If I killed the cuntrag, could I get off on a PTSD defense? My Glock, my SIG, and my hunting rifles were locked up in a safe, and only I knew the combination. She had left the toolbox alone. Guess she knew better than to shit where she ate. Later, I would deepen and relax back into the skill of listening while not really listening, as I shuffled for hours in the melodic labyrinth of phone menus connected to the goddamn fracking VA into the bank, taking in fuzzy Muzak versions of songs like Teenage Wasteland and Bright Eyes in between robotic rundowns of options. Press 1 if you're about to slit your wrist. Press 2 if you are questioning whether the politics of the war on terror which you just fought is not in itself a form of terror. Press 3 if you want to tell Obama to suck your long redneck dick. Press 4 if you want to return to the main menu of life, birth, Peckerwood, deep creation in all its festering glory. Press 5 if you really want to go down on Sarah Palin. Press 6 if you want to take your country back from Justin Bieber. Press 7 if you don't know what the word metrosexual means because it didn't exist before. Press 8 if you don't even know what the fuck I'm saying because you only speak Spanish and you weren't paying attention 40 seconds ago. Press 9 if you wanted to press 8 but you're too lazy /high/ADHD and you timed out. Always that patronizing, computerized female voice that mimicked stewardesses in Telefreefall, probably because you were so mad from waiting that your next transfer should be to a suicide hotline or a 911 dispatcher. I was trying to set up appointments to get more perks for my cervical fractures and pinched nerves in my neck that sent splinters of pain all the way down to my hands, and the shoulder and jaw pain and the tinnitus and this whole other thing called MTBI, which you frankly don't even want to know about. Because you know what? Neither do the doctors who treat it. Okay, Johnny? Just picture a guinea pig tied to a water ski. The guinea pig is your brain. The water ski is MTBI. Turn the boat on and go full throttle. This is your brain on war. With the bank, I was trying to establish where we were in the paper sinkhole of past due payments. Why the hell were there $3,500 in an administrative limbo of checks my mom had sent but which never got cashed? How could a bank threaten to take your property because you're behind on payments, then refuse to take your payments? I needed the mental equivalent of a sump pump just to slosh around in the terms meant to obfuscate around a fundamental fact. We were out of money, and we were going to lose the house. For all other options, please hold. Mom had conscripted Ro to clean houses and babysit the elderly. She was working as a home health aide with an agency, but that failed because she got busted for stealing pills and basically any pawnable items she could fit in her purse from her clients. So she went freelance. She convinced Ro she was indentured for her laptop and for her smartphone. The two of them left after Ro got home from school, and Ro never complained. But she came back with dark circles around her eyes and comet under her nails. And the morning after I came home, she did something that let me know the kid was not all right. I was sitting at the card table in the kitchen, fumbling parts for the wet vac, when Ro came down in a black velvet corset and Josie and the Pussycat's pajama pants. She sat on my lap and put her arms around my neck. She smelled different than I remembered. She used to smell like wheat and cherry chapstick. Now she had actual person BO. Ripe, yeasty, and her hair smelled like a candle that had just been snuffed out. I miss you so much, she said, and she put her head on my shoulder. Cuddling, okay. Then she slid her face onto my neck. Okay, sort of. Then she kissed me behind my earlobe. The kiss was open-mouthed, a little sickening probe of tongue. It was searching and practiced, but definitely not brother-sister. For a second, I wondered if she were still asleep. I stood up so fast, it was like I bucked her off me. I didn't mean to hurt her, but she landed pretty hard on the floor. Her eyes teared up, possibly not with pain, but with shock. She was definitely not still asleep. I put my hand over my mouth and slowly stroked my chin. Go get dressed, I said. I'll take you to school.